GITV is brought to you by KWA, G&G Armament, Operation Lion Claws, Palco Sports, ICS, and Javelin Airsoft Gunworks.
Hi GITV, I'm Bob the X-Man Hildebrand, and I couldn't be happier to be here right now because I'm going to talk to you about a company whose gear I just purchased very recently, and I couldn't be happier with what I bought, namely Source. Now, Source makes a variety of different hydration carriers. This is the 3-liter tactical hydration carrier. We carry this in a number of colors, namely black, tan, OD, and multicam. Now, right here is the 1-liter Kangaroo hydration carrier. This comes in tan, black, multicam, and OD. Basically all the colors we sell the 3-liter version in. But this one is made for more direct action, let's say quicker games. Let's say you're going to play like 2 games back to back. You might want to take that. One of the guys in our marketing department, Hong Kong Style / Hong Kong Haley, took this out to Lion Claws and couldn't have been happier. He was actually totally fine with 1 liter, didn't even finish it. So I normally need more, which is why I purchased the 3-liter. But besides how I personally use this gear, let me go on to a bit of the history of the company so you can understand a little bit more why I appreciate them. Now, Source was founded in 1989 in the town of Tarat Carmel by Yoki Gill and Daniel Benazilio. Basically, it started as a mom and pop company making hiking sandals. Excuse me. They became so reputable, they started branching out to other products such as hydration carriers, tactical gear, and other outdoor products, and they now sell to over 25 different countries. A great part about this is that the company started with 2 people, and now they employ over 200. They're basically a textbook story of business success. And another great thing about Source is that they actually take 5% of the net profit the company generates and puts it back into their local community in social and environmental programs. So they're a very nice group of folks. So that said, they actually cover a lot of innovations in the hydration carrier industry that I didn't think were normally possible. I've been using Camelback and other hydration bladders for a number of years, and I really didn't think that any of the stuff that they recently innovated onto these carriers was necessary until I saw and heard who was using them. Now, if you're not aware, the folks that currently use Source hydration carriers include the Israeli Defense Forces and, just as importantly, the United States Marine Corps. I noticed a couple years ago that the United States Marine Corps changed some of their hydration carriers that a lot of the units were using to something that I didn't recognize. Those are Source bags. The United States Marine Corps uses Source bags. I've been looking for them for a number of years, and a couple weeks ago I finally found out, which is why I bought one immediately. Now, the reason that the Marine Corps is using these is that there's a number of innovations that Source has incorporated into their bags that basically make it a lot easier for the ordinary warfighter to use. First of all, you'll notice these 4 buckles, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. That's so you can easily attach this to your molly gear or any sort of vest you're wearing. It makes it a lot easier, and especially considering that you can stuff all of these buckles and the backpack straps inside this hydration carrier, meaning you're not going to have a lot of stuff dangling on the outside or making noise. And it is paramount, especially when you are sneaking up on folks. Now, another thing to consider, I'm going to use the Kangaroo pouch for this, is that all of these Source hydration carriers come with the hydration hose covered with a layer of UV coating. It's basically a fabric cord that is going to prevent the sun from hitting the water, making it hotter, and at least helping bacteria grow. And in fact, on the feature of bacteria, the great thing about these bags is that they actually have a FDA-approved and EPA-registered antibacterial coating, which is going to make it so much harder to at least have bacteria grow in your bag, and it's also going to make it a lot easier to clean the bag. And that's what's another great feature about these is that you will not need a cleaning kit, or at least you shouldn't. These were designed to be as low maintenance as possible. And in fact, the interior of this bladder is colored with a glass-like coating. It is possibly the smoothest polyurethane coating in existence, or the smoothest polymer ever made. And the whole point of that is so that bacteria can't even grab onto the walls of this bladder. And in fact, let me take a look at this right now. Let me just take me a couple seconds, and I will get this out of here. Alright, so as you can tell, I've actually put the backpack straps onto the interior of this hydration carrier, leaving not much on the outside to dangle, give away your position, or make some noise, with the exception being the 2 clips at the top and 2 on the bottom, but that is for attaching this hydration carrier to your vest, plate carrier, or other ammo carrying device. Now that said, I've actually taken the bladder out just to give you an example of what it looks like. And also I want to show you that in addition to being able to quickly release the mouthpiece, you can also quickly release the hose at the bottom of the bladder. Just press the button, this little gray button right here, and then pull the hose out. Easy as pie. Now that said, the actual way you attach the Source bag to your bag, see this little hole right here? This is where the mouthpiece is going to go, or at least the nozzle where you put pour the water in. That's going to go through there, and on top of that go these two rings. Basically, you screw this one on first, all the way around, and it'll attach it to the bag, and then you're going to put this over the top, basically keeping the water inside. But to take the bag out, you're going to take off the top, then you're going to undo this ring, and you're going to slide this out the top of the bag, or if you feel a little randy, you can actually slide it out the side by undoing that and pulling that right there. Now, to open this bag, in addition to this hole right here, you can actually slide off the top, and that gives you a wider area to pour in water, or let's say if you want to carry a giant ball of ice, you can put that in there as well. But this is also in case you really do need to clean it. Like, let's say you've got just a lot of mud or just something that really won't come off of here. But again, this bag is designed, or this bladder is designed to be the lowest maintenance to have the lowest maintenance on the market. So you honestly shouldn't need a cleaning kit with this bag unless you're running all sorts of, let's say, Fanta or other colas through this bag. You know, a lot of sugar over time may build up, but again, this is designed with a glass-like coating that is the smoothest polymer on the market, so that for the vast majority of the cases, if you get something in this bag, it should wash right off the walls. There's almost nothing for this to stick to, and that's also why they put an antibacterial coating on the inside that is FDA approved and EPA registered, and that's going to prevent at least a lot of bacteria from developing, and it's going to keep your bag tasting fresh each time. You're not going to get that plastic taste that you can associate with a lot of other less expensive or not as well-made hydration carriers. So that's why I'm very happy with this gear. It honestly keeps the water tasting fresh, it keeps it cold, and it attaches to my gear incredibly well, and it's very reliable. Now that said, like I mentioned before, we carry source bags in a variety of different colors. This is OD, we carry them in tan, black, and multicam, and I believe the 3-liter hydration carriers, the tactical ones, go for $68.40. Now that's without any of our discounts or coupon codes in there already, so worry not. Now these hydration carriers, the Kangaroo, the 1-liter Kangaroo pouches, now those are going to go for about $47.15. Now let's say you just want the bladders by themselves, like you feel like you just put in a backpack, or you need a replacement bladder. You can get the 1-liter bladder for $31.01. That's without the coupon codes, which you should probably put those in to save even more money, especially using our GI trifecta. And we also have the WXP 3-liter Storm Valve bladder system. Now the last thing I have to say is that a lot of you folks may be used to bite valves. I personally like these storm valves better because of what I mentioned earlier, is that they actually give you 25% more water in a quicker delivery fashion. You basically twist this and pull it out, and you get a lot more water a lot quicker, which means you get hydrated faster, which may save your life or at least make you feel a lot better. Now, I highly suggest you check out all of our source stuff that we have on our website. They're premium hydration carriers. You get a very good value for your price. And I highly suggest you use our GI trifecta on anything you buy online. I'm Bob the Axeman Hildebrand, and this is GI TV.
Hey, tired of being outgunned because you're on a budget? Well, worry no longer. With the Airsoft GI Savings Trifecta, you can find high-quality airsoft guns and gear and still stay within your budget.
Airsoft GI TV would like to thank Condor Outdoor, Elite Force, Contour Camera, Aries by Z-Shot, G-Code Holsters, and Vism by NC Star.
I'm Deputy Joe Lamonaco. On behalf of the LA County Sheriff's Department in association with Airsoft GI, I want to remind you that your airsoft guns can be mistaken as actual firearms in public. I also want to remind you that never, ever take a firearm near a school.